Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Jones again.
And the second wave of tailers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Mahomes now to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. This is caught inside the 15. And they
they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
This one swung out here to Jones. Touchdown! Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Off the option, it's Jones. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they pass.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much mug.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to perk.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Butker's kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Rodgers now on 1st down. He hits Adams, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. Going for it all. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Crosby puts it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Here's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Trying to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The give is to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 29, Mahomes flush to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Rodgers now to throw. Being chased out left. And he goes out right around the 39. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down now, it's Jones. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return will stop right around the 25. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to check.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And Mahomes going to run again. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the 1st down, and it slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff, because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers pick it up. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backward. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So a chance there goes by the wayside. That one just didn't have enough leg to get there.
Yeah, and it would have given them a lead here in the fourth quarter. And those are the ones that keep you up at night when you don't have enough distance. I wonder if maybe did his foot hit the ground first? Did he not get enough of the ball? He's going to be thinking about that one.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Able to find Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw. Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jerick McKinnon now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And the Packers pick it up.
That's what it is.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was